everybody. I wanted to go through some new PR that I've received, and I do have it all on my face right now. Most of it on my face right now. It is Sweed Beauty. I want to talk a little bit more in depth about this foundation because I think a lot of people are interested in it. Skin tint, foundation, whatever. We'll get into it in a second. I also have products from Jillian Dempsey, which I had never heard of before, and I have Florasis on my face. So let's go through it. So I think it's a nice like spring look. Honestly, what I would say about all of these products is that they're all really easy to use. They all can be done with your fingers. You do not need a brush. I use my fingers for most of this, and you'll see that in the video as I go through everything. But I do want to mention one other product that I got. And again, this is PR, so I want to make that very clear. But this is the cutest thing I've ever seen. This, I absolutely love. So it's from... I've never heard of this brand. It's from Dr. Diamond's Metacine, spelled M-E-T-A-C-I-N-E, Beverly Hills, California. And it has my name on it. It has the date. It has like a prescription. You pick this up at CVS. The bag is just, you would pick it up at CVS or your Walgreens or whatever your pharmacy is. And then in the package is this, these are skincare products. And I love this because you just cut out the back and pull out the back and it comes out. So one is a plasma, and there's a whole book that and has my name on it, Jennifer Flynn, and details on the back. And it's got like a little folder, like it's a medical file, which I think this is like the cutest. Oh my goodness. And yes, they sent this to me and I haven't started using it yet, but I wanted to show everybody. And I will start using it. I'm using something right now, so it'll be a little long before I can start using it. But there's an emulsion and a plasma that I was sent. And it goes through the ingredients that are in there. It has like when you use them, which is really cool. And the front of the bag, if you notice, it has this thing on it that says plasma PM and AM, and then emulsion PM. So you know when to take your medicine. You gotta admit, it's very cute. Anyway, the plasma basically says weightless fluid, leaves skin looking more lifted, firmer, tighter, and luminous twice daily. Dispense several drops. It's called Insta-Facial Plasma into your palm. Use fingertips to press into skin. And then in the night, you apply a thin layer of it over, you apply a thin layer of the emulsion over the plasma. So the emulsion is works synergistically with the Insta-Facial Plasma for skin rejuvenation without irritation. Here's the interesting thing. So it has a bioactive retinoid, lipopeptides, and niacinamides, and hyaluronic acid. So supposedly it's going to accelerate cell renewal. Nightly gel cream treatment works synergistically with the plasma for skin rejuvenation without irritation. PM only. Apply a thin layer of the Insta-Facial emulsion immediately after the Insta-Facial plasma. Now, those of you who have watched me before know I don't use retinoids or retinol on my face because my skin is very sensitive and it doesn't react well. I just picked up it's an emulsion, which I think is interesting that this is also an emulsion that has been touted to be irritation-free. And it doesn't really say irritation-free. I should say that it says that there shouldn't be a lot of irritation. So it should work for people who have sensitive skin. I have just started using it. In fact, I just started using it last night as I'm recording this. So I have to use that first for a while before I try this product. But what I would tell you is it did make my skin a little pink, but it didn't make it red. It didn't make it irritated. And it said to use it once a week for people who have sensitive skin like myself. So it'll probably be a month or so before I can even try this because I have to see if that works over the next month. But it's interesting that my dermatologist and other doctors that I've spoken to have said if it's in an emulsion form and it's created in a certain way, the retinoid might be able to work for me. So that is what I'm trying. I'm definitely going to try this product as well. I think it's very interesting, and I will have more soon. All right, so let's get into the Sweed Beauty, the Glass Skin Foundation. So I want to talk about this in a little more detail. I did have it in my video about new releases that surprised me because I was using a bunch of products that I, like the Chanel single eyeshadows and the Chanel Glow Powder in Deep Mauve, which was not my first inclination to buy, in ways, and the Lilac Mascara, in ways that I hadn't really thought of. And this foundation isn't really a foundation. It's called Glass Skin Foundation, but it's really not. It's more of a skincare product. And so let me explain. It's a light fluid formula for a flawless glass skin effect that lasts all day, hybrid between skincare and foundation with a silky elastic texture that feels like comfortable and looks like second skin, which it does. The light reflecting and flexible formula leaves the skin supple with a true source of natural radiance and guarantees nonstop hydration infused with energizing seawater and seaweed to moisturize and protect the skin from external aggressors such as pollution and blue light. Available in 15 shades. This is the 02. There is a 01, which is for fair skin that's cooler. So I could do that, but I actually think this is a great match for me. The thing about this foundation, I've been talking about this in reference to the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin, the enhancing tint, because I've been wearing that pretty much nonstop. This offers more coverage. The enhancing tint doesn't really offer coverage. If you're looking for something to cover up things, that is not the product for you. It does filter everything. And the picture that I put up, and I'll put it up here, the picture that I put up on Instagram, that's all I have on my face. I don't even have powder on. That's it. You can see though, you can see the skin imperfections in my face. And I'm fine with that. That's okay for me. But if you are somebody who has something on your face or you have discoloration on your face that you want to actually cover, that's not going to do it. It's going to even everything out. And in my opinion, makes my skin look great. But it's not flawless. Like you can see imperfections in it. This, and I'm looking at my 10X mirror, covers everything. It covers it up. So it is a foundation, but it's so light and it's infused with skincare. So it's really a skin tint. That's what this is. It is beautiful on the skin. You can see it looks more skin-like. It's not radiant, but it allows light to bounce off your skin, so it looks like a very healthy skin. I would very much recommend this for people who want more coverage than the Lisa Eldridge, but don't want a heavy, it doesn't feel like anything. It feels like the Lisa Eldridge, doesn't feel like anything. I am going to do a skin tint comparison with the Lisa Eldridge and a whole bunch of other products, Dolce & Gabbana. That's coming, but it's going to take me a while to put together. But in the meantime, I did want to talk a little bit more about this. I do get 20% off all the products at Sweed Beauty. I'll make sure that code is down below. I also have the Sweed Beauty mascara on, and I've been using the Sweed Beauty lash serum. So I want to talk a little bit about that for a second. I don't need to talk about the mascara because I've gone on and on about this mascara. If you haven't heard me talk about it though, this is the Cloud. The mascara wand is like very prickly and very thin and not something I thought I would ever want to use, but it's not pokey. Like it doesn't hit me in the eye. I think because it's thinner, so it doesn't, when I go to get my lashes, I don't poke myself because it's not thick. It gets every single lash. And my lashes are definitely longer. Now, how do I know that? Because I've had these lashes my whole life. And I can tell you right now, they're longer. They're longer than they were just a couple weeks ago. The serum is definitely working. All was sent to me. Everything here today is PR. I always like to be very transparent, but nobody's paying me to do the review. It's just sent to me and for free. And then I get to say whatever I want to say, which I would do anyway, which they all know. Yeah, the mascara is phenomenal, but the serum really works and it doesn't irritate my eyes, which is a bigger deal for me because I like serums that moisturize and enhance the lashes, which is what I do for my hair all the time, but I don't do it to my lash. A lot of the serums that I've used are irritating to my eyes and my eyelashes. This one's not. So it's an extremely good serum. I would recommend it if you're looking for a lash serum. It's phenomenally good. And again, I get 20% off all of it, so that helps. I also have the kohl liner on in black. I just did a little teeny bit around the eye and on the upper lash line. I tight lined. Just, it would be pretty basic. And I will continue to go on and on about Sweed Beauty and how good I think their products are. Now, Jillian Dempsey, I hadn't heard of. I'm going to be very honest. I hadn't heard of the brand. And it turns out she is a Hollywood makeup artist, which is interesting to me. I didn't necessarily realize that's what she did. So she basically did a lot of top celebrities on the red carpet. And she is known for her skin enhancing techniques. She created her own line of clean makeup, skincare, hair care that you can buy online. So what was sent to me, she has a lot of cool products actually. She has these hydrating eye masks, which I'm very interested in purchasing. I have the cheek tint, I have the lid tint, and then I have the bubble pink lip gloss, which I will show you in a second. But the lid tint and the cheek tint, I think these are products that people would really like if they are somebody who really wants like a no makeup, glowy, easy to use kind of look. It is not something that's going to be like, it's not as heavy as an eyeshadow or even a eye pencil. It's a tint. Like it's very much a glowy tint. And I will pull up, here we go. It's $28, so they're not particularly expensive. They come in these like very cute little cardboard envelopes. They are made in the United States. It looks like it's a 10-month shelf life, and it is cruelty-free. Like I said, made in the US. Sunflowers in here, sunflower seed oil, castor oil. I'm looking for a couple of things here. Some people have mentioned that there's some things there's mica in here and some of the products that bother them. So I want to try to mention things where I can. There is alcohol in here. There's squalene in here, titanium dioxide. This is what it looks like. There are a number of different shades. I have this in bronze, and it literally is a creamy tint. And that's what it looks like. I put it on my eyes. You can see it's very sheer. Now, the thing about the lid tint is that it's a cream, and it's almost like a jelly-like formula. So when you put it on, you want to make sure it's very well blended in. I used my fingers, but you can see it's a nice bronzy, glowy kind of look. I would say for the summer, this is phenomenal. And when you're looking for that no makeup look, or if you're somebody who goes to the beach and you want something, a lid tint, this is really fantastic. I'll see if I can get a code from them as well for you guys, but you never know. Sometimes you can get a code, sometimes you can't, but I will try to get a code for you guys. The cheek tint is the same kind of thing, and this is in shade Bloom. Now, when you look at it, you get a similar look to when you see it. You're like, oh, it looks like the Tom Ford. It does, but on the skin, it is much lighter. It's not nearly as pigmented. So for those of you who, again, want that no makeup look, very light look, this is what you're looking for. It's very light, very easy to use. Again, the kind of thing that you would wear. Let's say you're on the beach, you want a little bit of makeup, but you don't want to look like you're wearing makeup. That's this. It is really beautiful. It's velvety, it's vegan, it's cream, and it's really nice. I do like it. You can also put it on your lips. Again, so it's $28. Then the gloss, I do have over the thing I'm going to show you in a second, and the gloss is really cool. It's Bubblegum is the shade, and it's a very nice pinky gloss. Now, I know any of you have watched me for a while. I know that I don't really like pink, but I like a pinky gloss because a pinky gloss with a browner lip liner looks really good. And I also think it looks just particularly very good on my coloring. So I love that look. Like I love a pinky gloss and a browner lipstick. I'm a girl of the 90s. So you can see that the lip gloss comes right off. The lid tint will come off because again, it's a cream. This product will not come off. And this product is what I have on underneath the gloss. This is from Florasis. So let me talk a little bit about what this is. So this is called the Peachy Chic Kit. There's a whole bunch of products in here, including, which, you know what, I really love, because I know it sounds funny, but I'm going to be traveling soon and I need this for the plane. And I love the color. I know it sounds dumb, but the color is beautiful. Now you can flip it and it's got the other color on the other side, the pink, but I like this blue. I was like, oh my goodness, because this is going to be fantastic for the plane. So I'm actually very excited. Thank you, Florasis, for sending this to me. But they also sent this gorgeous, it's beautiful. Look at this. This is for like rings and jewelry, obviously rings, jewelry. And it's got this beautiful like faux suede peach color. Isn't that beautiful to travel with? And again, I love the color on the inside. The peach is beautiful too, but I love the blue. Anyway, so there's a number of things in here so that I have. I have a Flawless Jade Breathable Pressed Powder, which the pressed powder is amazing. I have it all over my face today. And I do have pictures of me doing that. I have Flawless Jade Breathable Setting Powder, which is 24-hour shine control. That's this one. I haven't taken the thing off. The way this thing opens is fascinating. So watch. You twist it, and then it pops up, and it has this beautiful blue cushion, which again, I love these cushions. And then you open it up, and it's got the mesh. So you close it like a twist. So it doesn't just pop open. So if you're traveling with it, it won't just pop open, which I think is brilliant. This is the powder I have on my face today, though. This is the pressed powder. One of the powders, I should say. I have another powder on, which I'll talk about in a second. And this is the front of it. It's with this beautiful, again, the suede, the peach suede. There are two, my brain stopped again. There are two glosses in here, and they are very pretty. Okay, so there's a rose scent to the lipsticks, glosses. And they're really beautiful, and the rose scent is stunning. But if you don't like perfume, and don't get these because they do. But look at the shades. Aren't those beautiful? Here are the shades of the gloss. And like I said, they have a scent. It's rose. It smells like a real rose, like roses used to smell before they took out the smell of them. They're absolutely beautiful glosses. Just stunning. But I wanted to use the Jillian Dempsey one today, so I haven't used these yet. But they look beautiful and they smell phenomenal. Again, though, I suffer from migraine, so I know if you are somebody who can't handle perfume scents in your makeup, stay away from the lip glosses. There's also the liquid lipstick, the Shine, which is what I have on today, which is this shade here that, of course, has started to fade. But this is what I have on my lips. And it's a very pink, soft, almost like powder feeling look. Pink. So it doesn't feel dry on the lips, but it looks like a powder pink. It really looks great. And I have to tell you, I was really impressed with it because I put it on and I was, oh, this is really nice. It's supposed to have sort of a peachy, rosy kind of thing. It does, but on me it looks more pink because things go so incredibly cool. The shade is Peach. There you go. It's a warm peachy pink with subtle shimmer. I don't get that. I get peach. That's all I got. I get pink. I don't get anything else. But anyway, it's a very pretty shade. And then in addition, they gave me two of the loose powders. One is in a shade that is, I think it's numbered. I think it's like a lavender. I think this is the lavender. And the Florasis blue shade, which I love that shade. And then they have a shade that's even like more lavender, or it looks more lavender to me. And I put that under my eyes. So you can see that in the video. It looks really good under the eyes. I've been very impressed with their powders. I've talked about them a couple of different times and they look absolutely phenomenal. So you can see that these glosses, liquid lip glosses, how they stain. So they're gonna stain your lips but look glossy. They really look great. And then this one, when it dries down, doesn't come off. So, you know, I got the set from Florasis and I was just like, wow, this is really good. So it's the Peachy Chic Kit. And I believe the price is $129 total for everything in here. So you'd get the different powders, you get the liquid lips. It's really a good gift or a good set if you're looking for something like that. And the powders are beautiful. And I really like this one. But I love the colors in here, I have to admit. Like the colors. The colors speak to me. Florasis, Jillian Dempsey, Sweed, all beautiful products, all working extremely well. Thank you to everyone who sent me all of these. And I have to say, and I've talked about this a couple of times about, you know, more niche beauty or beauty brands that aren't like the big brands like Dior and Tom Ford and stuff, are making great products, and I don't think they get as much of the attention and much of the hype. They're certainly not getting as much of the marketing dollars as those other companies. I think they're really doing some great things. The Sweed Beauty, the entire line, everything I've ever tried from them is fantastic. I'm going to have hopefully a full face of Sweed Beauty comparison to other products coming up. The Florasis, I've loved all the Florasis products, actually. The eyeshadows are fantastic. The lipsticks. I really like the lipsticks, the lip glosses, whatever you want to call these. I really like these because none of them are drying and they look really good on the lips, and I'm very impressed with those. The fact that these have rose in them, I love. Like, again, might not be for you. But specifically with Florasis, the powders. I've been very impressed with the powders that they've done. I think the powders have been extremely good, like exceptional versus all the products are good, but if I had to pick one product I would try from them, it would be the powders. Like the lavender powder they have, the pressed one, is extremely good. And this loose powder worked really well under the eyes. And Jillian Dempsey, now that I've tried it, I love the gloss. It's not sticky. It's light, it feels like water. And you can see with the kind of gloss, like it gives a beautiful finish. And the lip tint and the cheek tint, I think, are phenomenally good for somebody who's looking for just that very quick, use your fingers, stick it in your purse look. And I actually think it looks great. Now remember, she's a makeup artist in Hollywood, so she's looking for that glow from within kind of look. And I think that's exactly what this gives. It's a very summery, healthy look. If I wasn't so pale. I don't have bronzer on because I didn't get a bronzer, so I didn't include that. I love the look. I think it looks young and healthy and fantastic. And then this Dr. Diamond Metacine thing, I think is just, I love the way they did it. I think it's very clever. It's very cute, catches your eye. I'm definitely going to try the products. And you know me, I always use things for at least a month, at least. I try to do 2 months before I talk about skincare anyway. But if I can find a retinoid that works for me, I will shout it from the rooftops because I know retinoids work. I've seen the scientific evidence, and further, I've seen the real life evidence. I have friends who use it and it does work. It's one of the few products that you can prove using it at home, not in a doctor's office, not getting lasers, it absolutely works. The problem has always been it's irritating. It's very irritating. So if I can find a product that has retinoid or retinol in it that works for me, it's going to work for a lot of people who have sensitive skin. It won't work for everybody because nothing works for everybody. But it might be something that we'll be interested in. As soon as I know about the one I'm using right now, and then this one, I will let all of it. But I'm across the board really impressed with these brands. I think they're doing really great work that doesn't necessarily get a lot of attention. It's always good to highlight products that frankly are cheaper and, you know, are excellent. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.